Namaste. In every major tradition, the early 30s are the great pivot. It is the age of Christ at the cross 33, the Buddha's enlightenment 29 to 35, and the dense midlife forest around 35. This is when the biological strength of your youth meets the refined wisdom of the adult. Here is the Global Awakening Rewrite, a fusion of sacred wisdom, scientific theta state, and the specific 32-year-old soul egg. Welcome back to episode 10, the 32-year-old calling the sacred pivot. They told you 32 was about the stability. They lied. 32 is about the transfiguration. In the Vedic tradition, this is the end of the first Saturn return. The moment the universe tests you are building a house of a sand or a temple of a stone. From the 33 year of Jesus to the Buddha's final push towards the Bodhi tree, history proves that your early 30s are the sacred pivot. You are not having a crisis, you are undergoing a spiritual calibration. Today, we look at the science of the soul, neural bridge, and why your A plus student life is finally being set on a fire to make a room for your pure heart. Science call this the limbic spiritual integration. By 32, the prefrontal cortex is fully hardened. Your logic is at a peak, but the soul knows that logic cannot sustain a human life. In 2026, research into theta wave synchrony shows that at this age, the brain attempts to bridge the calculated mask with the intuitive self. If you resist this bridge, you feel a burnout. So don't resist. If you cross it, you experience what Rumi called the wound is the place where the light enters you. Your 32-year-old soul egg is actually a pineal gland signaling for a deeper meaning than a paycheck. How do you know you are in your 32-year-old awakening cycle? Look for the sacred symptom. First, the vanity death, the ecclesiaste's phase. You look at your trophies and hear the words vanity of vanities. All is vanity. The thing that you used to make you feel special now make you feel heavy. Second, the prophetic anger, the Christ in the temple phase. You feel a sudden righteous rag at the money changers in your own life. The people who trade your time for their profit. This is pure heart defending its borders. Third, the second silence, the sunyata phase. You find yourself craving solitude, not because you are lonely, but because you are finally ready to hear the still small voice that the good child noise had drowned out for decades. Let's be real. Awakening is messy. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna collapses in his chariot, paralyzed by the right thing versus the true thing. At 32, you are Arjuna. You are terrified that if you follow your soul, you will lose your status. I have been there. I have felt the same of wanting to quit the high performance race when everyone else was cheering me for that. But as the Tao Te Ching reminds us, when I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. You have to let the A plus student die so the master can be born. We don't think our way to God, we clear the path. The altar of truth. Identify one false idol in your life, a goal you are chasing only for the validation. Put it down for a 32 days. Second, the Lazarus breath. Every morning say, I am no longer the person my parents designed me to be. Breathe into the terrifying freedom. 3. The pure heart prayer. Ask the universe, use me for something that logic cannot explain. Take a breath, not a professional breath to prepare for a meeting, but a sincere breath to acknowledge your existence. Feel the weight of your 32 years, the tears you suppressed to be good, the dream you postponed to be a productive, and the quiet dignity of your survival. You are currently standing in the exact intersection where your DNA meets the divine. This spiritual emergency is not a punishment for your failure, it is a coronation of your truth. Like the lotus that must push through the mud to see the sun. Your A plus mask had to crack so that a sattvic light of your pure heart could finally breathe. You are being realigned atom by atom into a frequency of a grace that logic will never understand. Close your eyes for a moment and listen to the still small voice beneath the noise of your ambition. It is telling you that you are already a whole. You do not need to achieve your way into a God's favor or perform your way into a universe love. At 32, the greatest spell of positivity you can cast is the spell of surrender. Stop fighting the current of your own awakening. Let the old provider and the invisible anchor rest. You are entering the age of masters where your work is no longer a job but a ministry of a presence. Rest in the knowing that same power that moves the stars is currently rewiring your nervous system for a peace. You are safe. You are seen. and you are finally, mercifully becoming real. Thank you.